You know, it's almost like your birthday with a package from China, so let's go. Okay, so in this video we are going to take a close look at the Dragon Ball GT Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta figure that I picked up to add to my collection. The question remains, how good is it? So this thing has been released by Presto, and it's going to be on a little different scale that I have reviewed most of the time here on the channel. So a big part of my collection is more like masteralized, like some bigger size. But I just wanted to check it out just to see what is this thing all about and is it any good. That makes me wonder, like, is this thing new or what? Like, he did very nice packing it up. Never had a figure that was wrapped up in plastic. Alright, so let's remove that. Seems to be like this box is new, and the reason I don't know if it's new or used because I bought like a lot of these things. The previous one I've reviewed and unboxed here on the channel was a fake one, and this is an original version. So I'm guessing this is going to be like way better quality than the previous one I've reviewed, and I wonder like if this is going to be like nicely displayed in my collection, because this is like maybe not the same scale that I'm used to collecting. So they are using a very nice quality box, so that is worth keeping and saving up. Let's get rid of this cardboard. Yeah, alright. Alright, so let's see what are we going to get with this figure. Will this be a very nice one? Okay, so this one will be the same that I've reviewed, or the same kind of style. So in the masterized line, we're not going to get a base or something. We do get it with this one. Not a big of a deal, but with the base it takes up a little bit more space in my collection. Alright, so let's open it up. That is very thick plastic. Alright, so let's unbox everything and just see how good the quality is. I'm guessing because it's an original one, it's going to be excellent quality. But we also go to check it simply because sometimes you will be surprised that original product also will have some flaws to it. I must say that this thing looks absolutely stunning. So if you're looking at his body part, that is basically like try to mimic that he has like this hairy fur, if I understand it correctly from the show. And I'm just going to be honest, like I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball GT fan, but I did like the Super Saiyan 4 part and the Gogeta. And that's basically the reason I also wanted it, so I can basically put it together with my Ultimate Shenron statue. So let's look at the bottom part. I see a lot of glossy. I don't know if this is glue. Yeah, there's a lot of glue here. See, that's exactly what I mean, you know. Sometimes you find this, it's going to be like still having some flaws to it. So let's put this body on. See how this fits. Well, it fits very well. Alright. Okay, so let's get this thing on the base to see if it's going to be a challenge or a freaking nightmare. I don't need to forget the tail, of course. Alright. So the base itself is just this matte black finish, nothing really fancy. You need to put this tail in. I'm guessing this one is going to be for the tail. Oh man, don't know if it's going to be fitting, because I do see like this looks kind of messed up. But yeah, nevertheless it will fit in perfectly. I'm happy, because sometimes you do struggle even with the original ones putting this thing together. You can see like you need to put the foot in, and you need to have like the extra base. Okay, so this thing will have like a very interesting way of basically displaying it. There's a lot of support for the character. I understand why, because it's basically most of the weight is at the front, so they need to counter it. But what you can see over here, that they did an amazing job. Alright, so this is very nice. Okay. Alright, so let's take a close look at the figure itself, and I personally don't know what to think about the pose. It's mostly like an extremely attack pose that is fly towards his enemy. So I would say like it is something different, something I don't have a lot in my collection, but how it's going to be displaying, that is a different thing. His face looks amazing, and there is no weird stuff going on over here. And what I mean with it, like what I've seen in my previous like figure collecting videos, that we do have like a lot of issues when it comes sometimes to these figures, that we have like some, not like the glue, or let's say a part of glue that's still on the figure, but more like the details, the mold lines and other issues we've seen before, but mainly like they mess up the face a lot. But this looks absolutely amazing. The same goes with his hair, that looks absolutely stunning. So an overall quality of the statue is absolutely not bad. I must be honest with you guys, like I didn't like notice that it was like having such a different pose than on the packaging. I was thinking it was mostly like posing like so it's going to be like a better displaying in your collection. I don't know what to think of it about the pose. Nowadays I do like this one that you're having like just standing or with like a Kamehameha pose or whatsoever. So I don't know for sure if this is going to be like the perfect fit for my collection. It's a beautiful statue, don't get me wrong. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit that little bell, become one of the Wicked family. And let me know what you think of the statue, because I really value your opinion about this. And it would be just great to see you in the next video.